Hello everyone, welcome back to another terrific Tuesday card. My name is Sherry Minnie and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the beautiful state of Colorado. Today it's bright and sunny and the mountains are so pretty because they've had a ton of snow up there and they're just gorgeous today. Today I'm going to work on a very simple card that doesn't take long, won't take much postage to send it. It's a card that I don't do very often, but I think it turned out really very pretty. So here's a very simple thinking of you card. It could be for sympathy. It could just be let somebody know that, excuse me, they've been on your heart and you've been thinking about them. It's just one layer. Nothing's popped up and it's a pretty quick card. And like I said, you can probably just mail it with a regular postage stamp. The products we're using today, we're going to be using this beautiful paper from the mini catalog. It's called New Horizons. It's very pretty and it's like watercolored pictures on one side, and the paper can just do all the work and you don't have to do anything. I love it, and we'll be making some more cards with it. They're very, like I say, this is the one that we're using today. And all I did, this is a 6x6 sheet. I cut it in half, and then I cut it in half again, and that gave me the 3x3 pieces that we're using on the front of the card. Here's a few more. Pretty. This is one of my favorites. I love that. They're just all really very, very pretty, and can do most. This is a very pretty one too. And then on the back side of the paper, it's just more subtle, kind of pretty different kinds of patterns with the same colorway on them. So that's what we're featuring today. Stamp sets we're using the On the Horizon bundle. However, we're not using any of the dies. Really, all I'm using out of here is Thinking of You. I love this font. I love the way it's the sentiment, and then the little grass reed for our envelope. And for the inside greeting of our card, we're using Sometimes You Need to Know That Someone Really Cares, and that's from the Grassy Grove. Okay. For the ink color, we're using only one ink color, Evening Evergreen. And then for the embellishments, we're using some little rhinestones, sequins. These are self-adhesive. These are in our big annual catalog, and they are called Artistry Blooms Adhesive Sequins. Okay, so to get started in your packet, we will have your card base, which is the basic, thick basic white 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4 as usual. Then we'll have a piece of Evening Evergreen. This is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 square. A piece of the New Horizons Designer Series paper that is 3 by 3. And I have a piece here for the back of our envelope. And that's really all the supplies that we need. Of course, you have your envelope. So to start off with, I think we're going to do our inside greeting. I have that set up on my Stamparatus. I think I've mentioned before, I'm having a really hard time getting things straight because I only have a couple more weeks and I'll be having my first cataract surgery. So hopefully after that, I will be able to see things a little bit more clear. I'll put my little magnet on there. Again, we're using Evening Evergreen ink. I will ink that up. I didn't bring my little Debbie tool over here as usual. I forget to bring it from my regular table. But I think that's a very clear and very pretty stamp right there. So we got that. Okay, and then the next one that we're doing is actually going to be on the front. And so I think before I stamp that, we'll put these two pieces together. And hopefully my glue is not all dried up because I haven't used it. But it looks like maybe it's going to give me a little bit of a problem here. There we go. Like I say, on camera, it looks like you're using a lot more glue than you actually are. But we're going to place this on our Evening Evergreen square. You should have a nice border on all 4 sides, and I always attempt to try and get it as even as I can and as straight as I can, which is such a challenge for me here lately. Okay. do try to make myself remember these are homemade cards, but you know, we all have those little things that drive you crazy, and one of the things that drive me crazy is if my thing isn't straight, and this is not straight, but it's not too bad, so we'll just go for it. Okay, and then this is going to get glued flat onto our card. We're not using any dimensionals or anything, so it makes a nice flat card to put in the post. That sounded like English, in the mail. When you watch an English video, they're always putting things in the post. Okay, and again, we'll try to get it straight. Put it down. Whoops, slid a little bit. And then I have this really pretty Thinking of You. Again, we're going to ink it up in the Evening Evergreen. And I'm going to stamp it right below the little square, and we're going to try to get it straight. Let it soak in for a minute. Well, that's not too bad. I don't know. Let's see, is it straight? Actually, I think it is. Okay, then the only other thing we have left to do is put on some of our little embellishments. And let me get another one out because I don't want all of these big ones. They come in different sizes, and the big ones to me are just too big for this card. And I might even switch up some. No, I'll do the orange. They come in different colors, like a blue and a purple and a pink. I like them because they're not they don't stand up very tall, and therefore they don't poke through your envelope and make you have to put any extra postage on. So I'm just going to put, again, we'll do my uneven number like I always do, 3, and try to do a little bit of a triangle. Really, you can put them whatever appeals to your eye. Whoops. You do need one to put on, though. And there we go. Okay. And then the last thing we need to do is to take our piece here, and we will take our, well, I best shut up this ink pad before I get myself in a jam. And we will take this and just kind of put it along the edge. When you're doing this, you want to make sure that you do get your ink, or I'm sorry, the glue pretty close to the edge, so that when it goes through the post office machine, it will not catch an edge, and then you're in trouble. Okay, and then we'll put this on here, just lining it up with the fold. I sometimes fold it closed and just run my fingers along the top here to make sure they've got it pretty much to the top. Run my fingers over this to get it down really good so that it doesn't stick up anywhere. Take my scissors, and as we've done this in the past, you just take this and cut it down. Somehow I got some rogue envelopes in here. This is not a Stampin' Up! Envelope. I could tell the minute I started stamping on it. Well, I haven't stamped it, but the minute I felt it, I don't really know where it came from, but it's okay. It's an envelope, and our card will mail. So I do have a little stamp to put on the front that I forgot about. We'll do that, and then we are done with this card. Okay. So right down here, I have the little kind of grassy reed-like image. Again, I'll use the Evening Evergreen ink. And I'm just going to stamp it down here in the corner. And that is it for this card. Wow, this is a record for me. I made this card, and this video is only nine and a half minutes long so far, so that's wonderful. So here we go, ladies. Here's the one that I made earlier. I actually made several of these because I have a bunch of cards I need to get mailed out. That's why I liked it. It was quick and simple. And then here's the one we made today. So just as a reminder, I did send out the Sign Up Genius invitations. We will be having class on February 24th, which is a Thursday from 6 to 8. And on February 25th, we'll have 2 sessions. It's a Friday. First session is 10 to 12. Second session is 2 to 4. If you want to mark your calendar for a month ahead, we'll have our March class on March 31st and April 1st, and it'll be the same time frame. So I hope you all can join me, reply to my Sign Up Genius invite, and you have a wonderful rest of the day, and I'll see you soon. God bless each and every one of you. Bye-bye.